Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining the November 26th Flatcar Developer Sync. In these calls, the maintainers review progress and the roadmap and discuss different projects, vendor support, and CNCF graduation proposal. And we will share updates on ongoing work and look ahead to the future plans and prepare for the next release. I am Lexi, and I will be helping drive this call. It is my first one, so I might have questions and on just the process. So yeah, but I'm sure it's going to be a team effort anyway. So just preemptively thanking everybody for their patience. So yeah, let's maybe get into the intros. I kind of already started mine. I'm Lexi. I'm from Microsoft, coming in from London. I essentially help us with our community engagement on a number of our open source projects under the CNCF. And yeah, I think that's kind of it for me. So maybe let's just do a big round. Who wants to go next? Maybe Thilo?
Hi, I'm Thilo. I'm a long-term Flatcar maintainer back from the Kinfolk days. And I joined very early, right after the fork, have been in just about every subsystem and really enjoying the project. Okay, maybe Jan?
Thanks. My name is Jan. I've been with the project for a little bit over a year. I do a few things here and there. Mainly right now, I am driving the CNCF graduation program here at Flatcar. Maybe, I don't know, Chewy? Yeah, maybe.
Yep. I'm James, better known as Chewy. I also work for Microsoft as an engineer, but I'm mainly a Flatcar maintainer and also a Gentoo maintainer as well. And I'm in Scotland. Yep. Over to Irvin.
Hi, everyone. I'm also from Microsoft. I've been here for a little bit more than a year. My main focus was on Nebraska, maintaining Nebraska. And nice to meet you all. How about you, Adrian?
Hello, I'm Adrian. I'm from Romania. I work for cloud-based solutions. I'm also a Flatcar maintainer, working on various topics like ARM, Kubernetes, OpenStack on Flatcar, multiple deployments with Flatcar. Glad to be here. Sayan?
Hello. Hello. I'm Sayan. I am from India. I have been also part of Flatcar for a couple of years now, primarily looking into these days, primarily looking into the release and trying to improve the release process. Dongso?
No worries. Okay. Oops. Okay, so maybe thanks for joining everybody. Hi. Maybe we just go right into the agenda. So I'm not sure if we want to talk again about the end of support for C groups V1 below.
I hope we're through with that, but just to be certain, I mean, you never know when people start to dig when they're running into problems. We retired C groups V1 support, I think, in around June in stable. I was going through alpha and beta before that. Newer stable versions and by implication alphas and betas do not support C groups V1 fallback mode at all anymore. If your node is stuck updating and just won't update to a later version, it is likely that you have configured C groups V1 compatibility mode. If that's the case, newer updates will be plain refused because they would force you on C groups V2 without having tested your workloads, and we don't do that to you. So please have a look at your notes and check if you need to update. If you need more time to update, it's getting a little tight, but there's still an option. So the LTS that we've released beginning of the year, LTS 2025, still supports cgroups v1, the legacy mode, and it will continue to support that until I think late Q1, maybe even late Q2 2026. So there's still time to migrate. You can switch to the LTS channel. Instructions for switching channels are in the Flatcar documentation. And then you have updates, you are safe, you have the latest versions and fixes, and you have more time to convert your workloads. That's it.
Great. And I still have the entry for the breaking changes to Nebraska. Irvin, do you want to take that? Or yeah.
Yeah, so I guess this could be our last warning regarding that. So our last release contains an OIDC refactoring. So if you are hosting Nebraska yourself and use an authentication provider with it, you most likely going to need to do a little bit of tweaking in your auth provider to support the refactored authentication mode. And this refactoring was basically done because we were using a stateful token management, and now it's simplified to have the implementation of an SPA type of authentication. Yeah, one last note that I want to make regarding this is that I'm going to provide a corrective release because the version number of this release does not indicate the breaking change. So the major version should have bumped. The next version is going to be 3.0.0. So just a note about that as well. And I guess that's about it. I will make an announcement as well on Matrix and Slack, just to be sure that nobody's going to get confused about the corrective release.
Great, thank you so much. So maybe I will share my screen real quick because with the agenda, maybe that'll be helpful. Just give me 1 second. Okay, just so we could kind of follow along. Okay, so monthly contributions and advisory status review. We have the report. Do we have any, oh, there we go. Any trends that we want to discuss or any learnings from the last month? I know that we had 2 new contributors, one who updated the README. Oh, Taylor, were you going to say something?
Yeah, absolutely. I did my homework this time. I actually transcribed it into the agenda. So yeah, we had a README update in the Flatcar Linux update operator. It's always nice to see folks helping with maintenance. And we had Sysex Bakery improvement of the console Sysex, I think. Yeah. So it simplified a few commands when listing console release versions. Also, always welcome. Maintenance work is so important. Regarding the security and issues report, I don't know, Dongsu, do you want to say anything? That's your domain.
There have been several new issues, security issues since several weeks, and first of all, bind issues that Matthew created today, and so on. So However, yeah, just straightforward as usual, and we can continue working on those issues as usual. That's it.
Thank you. Alexi, if you look at one of those reports,
Yes.
at the very top, I think there's a table of contents that makes it easier to browse, and those have advisory metrics.
Thank you. Okay. I was like, where's the security portion?
Yeah, right. No, those are horribly complex. I'm so sorry. I should have.
No, it's okay. This is why I said I'm so thankful for everybody's patience in advance. I'm like Lexi driving the plane. It's a little bit sus. Okay, let's continue then. So this will be, so let's go to the regular discussion. So maybe actually, Tilo, do you want to drive this one? Because we just found out that this might be harder for me than I thought. And maybe you want to go through some more of the...
Actually, it's pretty straightforward. Let me introduce you. So this one is, so this opens several tabs in the Flatcar project board. Roadmap wise, there isn't much happening. Those are large items that only ever move in like every few months or so. Yeah, I mean, project stable alignment of Gentoo is a moving target, and we're on that. And that also fixes most of the security issues that we're tracking. TPM is the same thing. And yeah, I don't see anything that has completed. So we can go back. Just go back. And then the next one will lead you to Class C API and Composable OS. Oh, that's again me. Okay. So yeah, there isn't much work happening in that regard currently. We had two folks from Red Hat being interested in picking up our Bootstrap provider separation work, and they did a deep dive into that and synced with upstream cluster API maintainers, and people are scratching their heads whether we're still driving the correct approach. So there will be a more general discussion on node bootstrapping, that is turning a regular Linux node into a Kubernetes node, and how that should be done. In the Zig cluster lifecycle meeting the week after next, I think. And yeah, maybe we have some movement after that. Okay, that's it.
So Cyan, you're up next with Secure Boot and Trusted Boot.
Yeah, we don't have much update on this one. We are kind of still working on with getting our shim signed, but I think that would take some time, so not much update on this one.
Okay, Okay, Jan, you're up next with the incubation process. Oh, over.
Thanks. So we're slowly making progress. Recently, we had a few blockers that we're basically near solving them. One is basically deploying some apps to basically allow us to manage our GitHub org more efficiently, and that they're allowing us to fulfill some of the requirements from CNCF. Also, I know that, like on your side, you've been collecting a lot about the contributors and other stats about how we are doing in the open source space. So far, no major updates. I would say just the slow, steady, and kind of boring but important work right now.
I do have one more addition, because I forgot when you asked me earlier. I did have a meeting with Tilo to at least start talking about the adopters. So we did have that a few weeks ago. So that with the contributor and activity that I need to kind of track, I will be kind of getting on that in December. So yeah,
Cool.
forgot about that. Okay, who is next? Oh, okay. So Matthew had posted his updates. Would you know?
Comment on the discussions. If you go back.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. I thought he put it on Matrix and I didn't have it open. Maybe somebody that knows more about this can say something with the infra migrations. I'm not sure. Maybe Tilo.
Yeah. So background here is that we need to migrate away from Equinix Metal, and we've been in a very long and very thorough process in designing our target infrastructure, because we want to use the opportunity to just modernize all of our infrastructure, which admittedly has been grown over the years on Equinix Metal. Akamai stepped in as a big sponsor of CNCF projects, and we're very happy being sponsored by Akamai with our new build CI and video call infrastructure. This video call runs on an Akamai node as well. And so Mathieu has been pushing most of this work. And I think the last bits missing are the build server and the CI, which is just work. We expect to wrap this up by the end of November, early December. So we have a little headroom until the end of December when Equinix Metal will stop sponsoring open source projects and we need to have moved off. But it all looks great, and it's all thanks to Mathieu and a few other folks from the team who were very helpful in this initiative.
Fantastic, thank you. And then Irvin, do you have any other updates about Nebraska status?
Yeah, so in the next update, I will try to release. We have a new feature in Nebraska which helps with more critical Flatcar updates to be performed in multiple stages. So that's going to be part of the next release, and some other dependency updates as well. But just wanted to give a heads up about that. But besides that, I don't have any other updates.
All right. Okay, and Cyan, there's the last one, the maintainer team tactical and implementation status review. Is this?
Yes, so this is the yeah. So I think we can directly go to the releases and discuss the releases if folks are okay. I mean, we are currently in between a release. The release is primarily a maintenance release that we are doing, which would be across all the channels, alpha, beta, and stable. As we am speaking, I am actually updating the payload. It took a bit of more time than I expected, but yeah, things are going fine now. We are planning for another release on the beginning of beginning of December, and I guess that would be the final release of the year before everyone breaks up for the Christmas and the New Year holidays. And that would be a major alpha and beta and a maintenance stable release. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Oops, let me just go back. Okay, so I think we can pivot to the open mic items. And I do see that there's one item from last month from Cypher 20,000, but I don't see this person here. I know that Matthew directed them to the Matrix channel. I'm not sure if that was resolved. Does anybody have any insight on that or no?
I don't recall seeing anything from them.
Okay. Well, if nobody has anything else, I did do like a little blog post yesterday on the Microsoft Linux and open source blog page about the Project Pavilion at KubeCon, and there is a little blurb about Flatcar Linux there. And yeah, we had 2 people that are not actually part of the maintainer team that were representing us there, which was really great. They came back with a lot of learnings. So yeah, I'm going to actually paste the link here. It's an interesting little read of yeah, the different projects that Microsoft supports. So, oh, nope, sorry. It was still the code from YouTube. So let me try to do that again. I don't know why it doesn't copy for me sometimes. Okay, anyway, does anybody have anything else to talk about?
I've been making good progress on the kernel panic issue that Christian raised. I managed to get Flatcar booting with all the kernel modules built in, which made it much easier to bisect. And I did bisect it down to a specific change from a few years ago. And I couldn't easily revert that change, but I sort of reasoned about it, had to play with it with Copilot. And long story short, there's now a fix, but that fix is specific to x86. I thought the issue might affect ARM as well, and Copilot seemed to agree. But just now, literally just now, I've been trying to reproduce it under QEMU, and it doesn't seem to trigger. It's very slow to even trigger the out of memory killer because it's being emulated, but as far as I can tell, it's not triggering. So I guess that's good, although I'd like to double check the reason why it doesn't happen there. But yeah, hopefully we can get a fix in soon, and I'll submit that to the kernel mailing list.
Great. Does anybody have anything else? I'll give it a beat. Okay. Do we also do, so we could move on to the release planning, but I think, Cyan, you already went through that. So Q&A. All right, I think we're all talked out. Let's actually, so the next office hours are actually going to happen December 10th. So we could see you there, but the next meeting is going to be skipped because it's Christmas Eve. So the next time that we will actually congregate is January 28th, which is a long time away. But if you have any questions or you want to get involved, you could always reach out to the team on GitHub or the Kubernetes or CNCF Slack. And I think that'll kind of finalize our last meeting for the year. I hope that everybody has a really great holiday. And yeah, we'll see you in the new year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.